Okay, today we're gonna talk about one of the most powerful tools inside Go High Level, which is itong email marketing. I have a list of prospects here. Like in my case, those people who works in solar companies. We have the operation manager, sales manager, you name it. And I wanted them to be aware in this system that I've been building, which is itong AI voice agent. And one of the most common way to reach out to them or to communicate with them is via email. That is why I created this template to be sent to this prospect. And I am using these tools called Apollo para makita yung mga email nitong prospect natin. Then I'll have to collect this prospect information and I'll have to add them in this workflow. Then that's the start of the email campaign. And this is where we can see the overview of the analytics or yung naging outcome ng campaign. So yan, dito yung open rate, yung nag-unsubscribe, yung nag-click. Pero bago tayo mag-send ng kauna-unahang email natin, there are things that we have to consider. At unang-una na nga dyan ay ang pag-set up ng ating email domain because it will affect yung deliverability ng email. So kung may website ka naman or yung business mo or yung service na in-offer mo, pwede ka na mag-start ng campaign email. Pero kung wala naman, you have to buy to this domain provider and murang-mura lang naman to. I think it will only cost you around like 300 yung pinakamura na, up to 700 pesos or Philippine money. So, depende na lang sa types ng domain na pipiliin mo. Then, isa pang advantage kung nakasetup ng maayos ang iyong email domain, it will look more professional. Kasi tignan nyo to mga boss. Kung wala ka pang domain or hindi mo pa nasa-setup ng maayos yung email domain mo, ganito yung magiging itsura mga boss ng email natin pag nag-land na sa inbox ng ating mga prospect or contact. Pwede naman tayong makapag-send ng email pero ganito yung magiging address. 'Di ba? It looks so spammy, right? Hindi maintindihan. Ano na lang sasabihin ng mga prospect natin, di ba? Why am I receiving this kind of email? Plus, nakita nyo mga boss, nagdadirect siya sa spam folder, which is napakababa ng chance ng open rate. Now, paano ba sinaset up tong email domain na to? So, madali lang. Kung nakabili ka na ng domain mo, ibig sabihin lang nun, alam mo na yung tinatawag na domain provider. So, napakabilis and napaka-automatic na lang ng pagsa-setup ng email domain. So, yan. In my case, meron akong dalawa. So, for testing and then yung primary email domain ko. Ito pa. Bakit may mga ganito? Yan, ito. Mail, dot, tapos dito naman, test, dot, tapos yung root domain natin. So, bakit kailangan pang lagyan ng mga ganito? Test, dot, mail, dot. So, kailangan to para makabuo tayo ng tinatawag na subdomain. Yan. Hindi naman magulo, di ba? Basahin na lang natin dito sa Google. Bakit kailangan ng tinatawag na subdomain? So, creating a subdomain like this one for email marketing is important because it isolates sender reputation. So, kung naalala nyo kanina yung binanggit kong deliverability, yan, connected yan doon. So, tuloy natin. If marketing campaign triggers spam, complaints, or bounce, mailbox providers like Gmail or Outlook penalize only the subdomain. Protecting your core website domain and critical transactional emails like password resets from being blocked. Okay, so yun na yun. Ito pa yung isa, maintains brand trust. Now, ano-ano ba yung mga pwede nating gamitin pangdugtong sa ating root domain? Kagaya nito, mail, tapos yung test. So, balik tayo dito. Tawag yata doon, ito, naming convention. Ito yung mga sample. Yan, sa marketing, pwede tayong gumamit ng news, dot, yung root domain natin. So, yan pa yung mga ibang example. Transactional emails, yan, ito yung ginamit ko. Mail, dot, and then yung root domain ko or yung company name. O yan pa yung iba. Now, balik tayo dito sa email domain. Sabi ko kanina, napakadali lang mag-setup. Yes, very very simple. So, hit lang natin to, add domain. And then yan, kung may naisip na tayong subdomain, so dito lang natin siyang ilalagay. Tingin na lang tayo ng sample dito. Kunyari ito, support, net. Yan, so, looks good daw. Pwede na tong subdomain. Click lang natin to, add and verify domain. And then yan, connect your domain, subdomain. Pwede tayong mag-manual. Pwede rin automatic na. Yan, hit lang natin tong continue. And then, it will take just a few seconds. Nagsiset up na siya automatically. Boom! So, okay na. Kita nyo dito, Cloudflare. So, ito yung domain provider ko. Meaning, sa kanya ako bumili ng domain. So, gagawin ko lang, authorized domain. So mare-redirect lang tayo sa website ng domain provider, and all you have to do is to sign in kung naka-sign out yung account natin. Yan, so maglo-load lang siya. Then pag nag-appear na to, hit lang natin tong authorize. And then yan, authorizing. Yon, so okay na. Makikita nyo rito, not verified, not verified. So ito pa lang yung verified, pero don't be intimidated. Inaabot talaga ng ilang minuto yan. So all we have to do is to just wait. So pag nakita nyo ng ganyan, pending. So after a few minutes, balikan lang natin. Click lang natin tong verify now. Yan, so makikita nyo, verified na lahat. And then, verify domain. Yon, so tignan natin. Boom! So okay na, naka-green na to. Kagaya nitong dalawa, SSL issued. So, ibig sabihin, okay na yan. Pwede na natin siyang gamitin for sending email. Ay, hindi pa pala. Kailangan pa pala nating mag-set ng header, kagaya nito. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-add lang ako ng prefixes, yung mukhang professional. Basically, ito lang naman yung mag-appear na sender from sa inbox ng ating mga receiver. So, madali lang naman mag-setup nito. Click lang natin to. And then, set header. So, from name, ito lang naman yung name na gusto mong mag-appear sa inbox nila. Usually, ito lang naman yung company name. So, lagay ko na lang yung pangalan ko. And then, from email. So, gayahin ko na lang yung sa akin. Yung sa akin is automation, port, root domain. Tingin ko okay na to. Masyadong mahaba nga lang. Save. Yon, so okay na. Nakapag-setup na tayo ng subdomain. Meron na tayong header name. Try na nating mag-send ng test email. Set muna pala natin siya as our default email. Ayan, default na yan. Okay, so ang gagawin ko, i-add ko na lang yung sarili ko dun sa workflow na ginawa ko. So, gagawin ko lang, itatag ko siya. So, lalagyan ko lang siya ng tag. And then, automatic, papasok na ako dito sa workflow na to. So, yan, nasa waiting na tayo. Ito na ako. So, since naka-wait yan, gagawin natin, skip lang natin siya para mag-move siya sa next action, which is yung sending ng first email. Ito. And then as soon as mag-send yan, papasok na yan dito sa inbox natin. Yan, so na-receive ko na yung email, ito na siya. And then kita natin dito yung from name, which is yung sinet natin kanina, and then yung pinaka email domain niya. So, click lang natin to para makita natin yung buong details. So, ayan. From name, blah, blah, blah. And then, kung gusto naman natin i-check kung nakapasa ba tayo sa sender's identity, click lang natin to and then show original. So, ito lang yung tatlong importanteng entity. Kita nyo, pass, pass, pass. So, usually, pag mukhang kahina-hinala yung email domain, nagfe-fail tayo. So yun, successful yung pag-setup natin ng bago nating email domain. Pwede na natin gamitin yung bago nating email domain para sa ating campaign email nang hindi tayo nagmumukhang spammer.